Thank you. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, sweet friends. I'm Colette Boyd from WNEM TV5. How is everyone this evening? Thank you so much for being here. We are excited, aren't you, to hear about the next big idea to hit Flint. It's my pleasure, first of all, to introduce the judges for the evening. And as I say your name, please stand up so we can give you a warm welcome. Lathorne Irving II, Managing Member of Greenwater Capital Group, LLC. I see Daryl is not here. Okay, Kimberly from GISD, Entrepreneurship Coordinator. Kimberly, how are you? Thank you for being here. And one more I have is Suzanne. You are you're the Director of Small Business Services. So all of you wonderful people, thank you for joining us, taking the time out of your busy schedule to come here and share your time with us. Pitch4k is designed to really foster the entrepreneur mindset in Flint and Genesee County, along with creating an inclusive support system to assist individuals in moving their ideas, their products, and their businesses forward. Criteria to participate: 18 or older, reside in Flint or Genesee County. You must accept mentoring before and after the competition. Who would not want that? That is so amazing to have that. That's what I'd be like, yeah, that's what I want, to be mentored. And you also, for those who are operating businesses, they must have less than 1 year of operations. Today is the 5th year of the Pitch4k. Big round of applause for that. That's awesome, helping so many business owners. And this is the first of 3 competitions this year. Thank you, first of all, to CS Mott Foundation for their support of this competition. They support so much in the Mid-Michigan community. Also, thank you to MEDC for being our award sponsor for the People's Choice Award. So how were these awesome finalists selected? Well, the finalists presenting were selected out of 20+ submissions. As part of their preparation, the finalists participated in a pitch clinic facilitated by the University of Michigan Go Blue Office of Research and Economic Development, and were paired with a mentor to assist in their pitch preparation. The competition rules. Okay, let's hear. The finalists will have 5 minutes to present their pitch, after which the judges have been allowed 1 question per pitch. The finalists will have 60 seconds to answer. The judges will then deliberate and select the winners, 1st through 3rd. The audience's vote, your vote, will determine the People's Choice Award. People's Choice, 1,000. 3rd place, that's 1,000. 2nd place, you have 2,500, and 1st place, 5,000. Let's give her a big round of applause for that help. That is awesome. Okay, let's get to it. Are you ready? Oh yeah, let's go. My first contestant right tonight is Adiola. And Adiola is a holistic fertility doula and yoni STEAM practitioner and the CEO of Womb Man Unspoken. Adiola's transformative experiences with the womb and generational trauma are the inspiration behind her mission. Let's welcome her to the front here.
Good evening, everyone. As we get comfortable in our seats, I'd like for us to take a moment to just close your eyes, as I would like to ask you a question. Raise your hand if you know someone or you yourself has ever struggled with infertility. Open your eyes. As you look around the room, you may see that there are others who have shared a similar experience as you. But I bet when you were younger, you didn't even think that you would have such an experience. Just as this little girl here on the screen thought the same, when she was 19 years old, she was diagnosed with PCOS. But within 6 months of being diagnosed, she was able to heal herself from PCOS. Good evening, everyone. My name is Adeola. I am a yoni STEAM practitioner, holistic fertility doula, author and CEO of Women Unspoken, and I stand before you tonight to Pitch4k. Women Unspoken is helping women who seek natural remedies to healing their overall feminine wellness. Our target market is Black women of the African diaspora, ages 25 and up to 45 years of age. We would like to directly engage with our target market through strategies such as digital marketing, events, and sponsorships. Our goal is to gain their interest and trust so that they can make empowered, decisive actions. So we surveyed them, and we found that the majority of women are struggling with anxiety and depression, which has been linked to uterine fibroids, irregular bleeding, as well as low energy. We also found in our research that there is an infertility crisis here in the city of Flint. When the water was switched to the Flint River in 2014, we saw a decrease in infertility by 12%, and an alarming 58% of fetal deaths increased. So what are we supposed to do about that? We can offer women holistic remedies such as yoni steam herbs, organic feminine soaps, as well as natural yoni detox bath bombs. All of these products contain natural ingredients that have been shown to nurture the overall wellness of the female reproductive system. All of our products are affordable. The tiers start at $7 and they range all the way up to $35. Yoni steaming is an ancient practice in which women sit over a pot of steaming herbs and they allow the herbs to sink into their sacred space. And as it does this, their sacred space absorbs the herbs such as like rosemary and oregano, the steam from the herbs, in order to improve circulation, regulate their menstruation, and increase fertility. So we did some more research, and we found that a lot of women would like to get coaching on fertility, and they would also like access to yoni steaming herbs. The research that we conducted was with over 30 women, nationally as well as here in the city of Flint. We also tested our products in the market and found that yoni steaming herbs and bath bombs were our top sellers. So we found that women are returning to ancient rituals such as yoni steaming to nurture their overall feminine wellness. Our competition is right here in the city of Flint. However, how Women Unspoken differs is they are focused on metaphysical products, and while they do sell yoni care products, they are not focused on the whole reproductive system of women. So we have 4 key components to scale our business, which is inventory, marketing and branding, as well as distribution channels such as e-commerce like Shopify or local vendors like Shops on Saginaw. With our finances, we found that if you all are able to support us tonight, we can invest under $2,600 in our marketing and in our branding, just under $800 in our inventory, and only $40 to start our e-commerce platform. This year, when we beta tested our products in the market, we did take a loss, but we are guaranteed to turn a profit in year 2. Our clients are saying that they have found our business to be a blessing and they look forward to what we offer in the near future. Thank you all so much for supporting Women Unspoken. I look forward to answering any of your questions.
I think I'll start with a question. You know, there's a lot of bath bombs out on the market, and I know you say this one particular one will help women that have infertility or struggle with, you know, energy and so forth. How do you know that your product actually will work? Have you surveyed or tested it in what ways?
Yes, so I have been able to have many discussions with different women who have tried various ingredients that are in the bath bombs, and they found that it helps them to feel more cleansed and balanced down there. I myself, before I sell any of my products, I test them on myself to make sure that I'm not, you know, harming anyone in any way. So as we're testing out these products, we're finding that a lot of people are, you know, they are finding that it is helpful for them. So it just depends on having the right ingredients in the products that is said to benefit the reproductive system for women. Any more questions?
Test. Hi. So my question is, can you please expound on the fact that you took a loss in the first year and what your plan is to turn a profit in the next year?
Yes. I'm so excited to answer this question. So I did a beta test run actually in the Flint market and in the Detroit market. Here in the Flint market, there was a Juneteenth event. And during that event, I got a lot of customers, right? But I also had to pay for inventory, and I also had to pay for packaging and all of those things. So when I mentioned that I took a loss, it was because the revenue did not equate to the startup costs, right? And so when I done my calculations on how many clients I need, how long they will stay with me, what products they need, I found that I can project that in year 2, I'll be able to turn a profit from that. But we only were able to do beta testing in June, so we're just getting started in the pre-revenue stage.
Okay, very good. Can you talk a little bit about where you source your ingredients from, and if you anticipate any type of like supply chain issue? Are you growing products like the rose petals locally, or kind of bringing that in from outside? Just tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so all of our ingredients are made right here in the United States of America. My products are actually sourced from Atlanta, Georgia, and they also come from California. So in terms of supply chain issues, I do not foresee any, because we all need herbs. Like, people put sage in their stuffing for their turkey and things like that. So things like that are included in my products, I don't foresee that being an issue. It's all natural and herbs, so I won't see a shortage on that. However, I will say that, to be transparent with you, I may see an issue in terms of time, like turnaround time to make the soaps, because I have to hand make the soaps and the bath bombs, and then I wholesale the Yoni Steam herbs. So when I purchase the herbs from Atlanta, Georgia, I just package them into the packets. Yeah. Any more questions? Thank you all so much.
Awesome job, Adiola. Give her another round of applause. I need some of that to help me relax after a stressful day on the air, right? Okay, let's get ready for our next presenter. It's Chanel Taylor, and she's a self-care enthusiast of many years, embarking on a new journey of creativity. I am so excited to hear this. Welcome her to the stage.
Good evening, everybody. I wanted to start my pitch by saying self-care should be a daily practice and not an emergency procedure. I say that because self-care is something that you need to utilize every day to avoid illness and disease unnecessarily. It helps you to center yourself, it helps you to be balanced, and it also helps you to reduce your amount of stress and nervousness. Which button? Okay. I recently moved back to the Genesee County area, and at the same time, I was looking for something new to do with my career. I am a longtime massage therapist of many years. I am a self-care advocate. I've spoken at schools and helped kids learn how to breathe and meditate, and I like for people to take self-care. So what I did was I came and found a space downtown inside the Ferris wheel building and decided to have a 30-day pop-up to do chair massage and introduce my service to the Flint community. That turned out to be very well. So the key points that I got from having my pop-up was people really love to do chair massage because it's a way that people can come get wellness and not have to take off their clothes, not have to spend a whole lot of time. I had people like the lawyer that will come from the courtroom and get a massage in between her sessions. I had the busy college kid that came and needed mental clarity for his exams. I had a lot of different clientele that really made this worthwhile. And what I took away from that was people really loved to do chair massage because it was very convenient and you didn't have to take your clothes off, as well as I also learned that I needed to have a space that I can control. The Ferris wheel is a business hub, so I needed a space that I can control what you see, what you smell, how you feel. I needed a place where I can control the environment. As well as I took away from that, let's see, I also took away from that I really enjoy working in the downtown area. So I put these slides up to show relaxation. My whole idea is to bring a self-care space to the Genesee County area where you can come for more than an hour and more than just have a massage transaction, but a place where you can relax, a place where you can get other self-care services such as meditation, such as being stretched, which is another name for assistive stretching. And I put these slides up just to show the style and pretty much to have a Zen room this is something that I just haven't seen here. So I came up, after I did the pop-up shop, I came up with the name Balance Zen Spa. I took time and sat back and said, how can I create a space for wellness, for people to come, receive a massage, and get other self-care services? And seated massage requires less time. Just like every other type of massage therapist, a few minutes of chair massage can help to improve your overall mind and body health. Balance Zen Spa will be a great addition to Genesee County. It will create jobs, teach wellness, and there are so many organizations here that will be amazing to partner with. Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you. Might sound okay? Yes. Do you have a space identified at this point? And do you still have your pop-up at this time? So you have a way to earn revenue while you're waiting for your permanent location?
I am looking for a space currently. I did the pop-up just to gather information to see what I could add to Genesee County, to see how people would take to my massage and also chair massage. I don't currently have a space, but I do know that I really enjoy being in the downtown area, so I'm hoping that it's downtown. What was your second question?
We answered it.
Okay.
If you had the pop-up.
Oh, that was just a 3-month. The Ferris wheel allowed for me to have a 3-month pop-up so that I can gather information. So,
I could use a massage right now.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
I wonder if you have repeat customers, how many you might have, and then also have you ever thought about taking it on the road and making it a mobile massage service to maybe events or corporations, etc.?
Okay. So to answer your second question first, I do have that's how my massage company is set up currently. Me wanting to have a space was just like the next step in my career. What was your first question?
If you have repeat customers, how many?
Yes, I have repeat customers. I just moved back to the area, but for the 3-month pop-up shop that I did, everybody who came the first month came the second month and the third month, and I still massage them now. Yes.
Test. Hi, could you please expound a little bit more on the financial aspect of your business? You just previously stated that it sounds like there's a lot of potential for repeat customers. Mm-hmm. Do you have any information that you can give us about how you plan to turn a profit?
Turn profit? Okay. Balance Zen Spa is the name that I came up with to open up as a space. I wanted to make that into a membership massage subscription, a monthly membership massage, which is something that the Genesee County doesn't have. And I also wanted to do a monthly membership to make it affordable for the everyday person. Did that answer your question? Okay, thank you. Any other questions?
Can I ask one more?
Yes, absolutely.
What are some of your charges for the massages?
Well, during the pop-up, I had the prices of $90 per hour, and I learned that I needed to come up with something that the everyday person could afford, and making it a membership massage is the way. Not only will they be able to get massage on a regular basis every month, but also afford it. So I just wanted to make it affordable. Yes. So I changed that price. Yes. Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, that was terrific, Chanel. She brought a lot of zen to the room, didn't she, with her presentation? Give her another round of applause. She did an awesome job. I'd now like to introduce to you the Sew Like a Pro fashion designer, Erica Walker from Showroom 323. Come on down.
Hello, my name is Erica and I'm introducing Sew Like a Pro. I'm going to tell you how I turned my 2013 postpartum depression into what now is a thriving fashion design business and a youth development program. In 2013, after having my second child, my son, I found myself going into postpartum depression. Being aware of the signs of postpartum depression, I came up with the decision that I was going to find a skill that would occupy my time and occupy my thoughts. With that, my 2 children inspired me to take up the skill of sewing. I went and purchased my very first sewing machine. Along with my iPad, I set these things up in my basement and I started to teach myself how to sew with no experience whatsoever. With that, I started to also teach myself how to make patterns. I knew absolutely nothing about sewing. I've never taken a sewing class. I've never did anything that had to do with sewing machines, but I was very determined and very driven to teach myself this new skill in order to keep myself out of postpartum depression. I started to develop my very first pieces, which was very simple pieces, simple skirts, simple shirts, simple dresses, that produced my very first garments. As you can see, I was a beginner. So I'm going to fast forward to 2023. I've taken a whole decade to perfect my skills, to learn everything that I can learn into sewing, and now I am producing prom dresses and homecoming dresses. And this is what dedication, drive, thank you. This is what dedication is, this is what drive is, and when you want to learn something, you'll go learn it. There's nothing that can stop you. Mind you, like I said before, I've never taken any sewing lessons, sewing class. Everything I learned was from YouTube. These are multiple dresses that I've made for prom and for homecoming. I put a lot of time and effort into learning my skill and perfecting what I was doing. And now I'm producing, and I am one of the best designers in my community and highly qualified to do what I do. Thank you. With everything that I know, in 2009, I learned that home economics was taken out of our educational system due to funding. I wanted to bridge that gap by teaching fashion design mentorships to young children who do not have the opportunity to learn these things in the education system. These are some of my students who have taken the class with me and learned very basic sewing lessons as well as fashion design and entrepreneurship. I've worked with some of the most prominent organizations in our community, one being Dreams, Developing the Stars of Tomorrow. Dreams have sponsored multiple children to take multiple sewing sessions with me throughout the summer, which kept them busy and they learned a very valuable skill. I've also worked with the Flint Farmers Market, where we've hosted the very first Michigan Prom Expo that included a prom fashion show, multiple prom vendors that was ready to book for prom, as well as a live resale dress auction to sell old dresses that they had and want to get rid of so that they can invest in their new prom or homecoming dress. This year alone, I have made about 24 homecoming and prom dresses by myself. Every stitch, every zipper, every button came from me. With that, my average price of a prom dress is about $750. After material costs, which is about 40%, my profit for 2023 so far is $13,320. I'm expected to grow 50% by 2024. I plan to take on 40 prom dresses for the year of 2024, and I plan to expand my youth development program to not only 3 sessions, but for 8 sessions throughout the summer, which will give me a profit of $26,960. The use of funds that I would use these use of funds to enhance my youth development program by buying new material, by buying new equipment. My very first industrial machine, I have not had an industrial machine, so everything that I've done off a regular sewing machine. I plan to purchase more materials that will help my clients, and we will develop this for 2024. Thank you.
So my question is really basic. I just like when people really expound on their thoughts on not only the financials, as I asked the previous contestants, but also just kind of expound on how you market and promote your product. It seems like something that we would imagine we'd see a lot of pictures, but yes. What other sources of marketing promotion do you see for your business when you're looking to expand?
So one of the most prominent pieces of marketing is word of mouth. Once someone sees a dress, they automatically want me to make theirs. Another way that I promote, of course, social media with most social media accounts that I have. And I also have a website at www.showroom323.com where you can book your consultation for homecoming, prom, or any other occasion. Any other questions?
Yes, I do. My mom used to sew all the time when I was a child and sewed so many different clothing for us as children. It's interesting that you have focused on prom dresses. So my question is, when you meet with somebody on a prom dress, approximately how long does it take to design that? Do you have angry customers? Do you go back, rip it out and do it again? I mean, give us an idea. How much time are you putting into one prom dress from beginning of design to the actual end?
So thank you for asking that question, because I like to brag on myself a little bit. So I have done dresses in one day. I have had clients that have had issues with other designers that have come to me within a week of prom, where I had a week to order material and a day to do a dress. So I can get a dress out within a day or two.
Talk to us a little bit about how you can scale. I love that you're projecting number of dresses increase for 2024. Where do you go from there and still have a work-life balance and kind of keep your mental health in check?
So one of the reasons that I wanted to introduce the youth development program was so that I can teach help. I can teach the children how to help me and be able to hire them. And that way we can produce more dresses throughout the year. And they get hands-on experience as well. Any more questions? Thank you.
I have to ask you a question. Did you make your beautiful ensemble? Beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Okay. Well, we know that she can really sew. Right. Okay, listen to this. I love this next person. Everyone's been so great. These are my two loves, too. Swimming. I was an instructor as well as a lifeguard. And then ministry. So this next person, Grace Brackney, she's a graduate of Rochester University with an interdisciplinary bachelor's degree in Christian ministry and social entrepreneurship, which combines in her work as a lifeguard and swim instructor, resulting in the foundation of Swim with Callie, LLC, as she pursues a lifestyle of ministry through grassroots entrepreneurship and investing in her community. Come on up and tell us what you are doing. I love it.
Thank you so much. This is to move forward, this is to go back. Fantastic. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your time and for coming out. So I'm going to start with some statistics. Staggeringly, more children ages 1 to 4 die from drowning than from any other cause of death aside from birth defects. I personally started to recognize the need for increased water safety when I was around 14 years old. I heard screams and commotion nearby and noticed that there was a young girl that had gotten caught in river rapids. Thankfully, I was able to run over and help her get out, and she ended up totally fine. But a lot of the times, as the statistics that I just shared demonstrate, that's not always the case. After this occurrence, I became a lifeguard and swim teacher. And as I have continued to work with kids and learned more about childhood development, the valuable role that swimming can play continues to present itself in things like growth past fears, enhanced coordination, improved communication skills, and so much more. Though we've only given 4 months of lessons, Swim with Callie has already served 18 students and that were struggling to find swim lesson options that worked for their specific needs. We work really hard to meet people where they're at, to be able to meet them with their skill level, their learning style, and even their location. So pictured here are some of the businesses that have traditional swim lessons, as well as even a couple of them have swim lessons that are accessible through the internet. But what differentiates us is that we offer a product as well. So our swim lessons are not just service-based. We have a book that will be coming out soon called Callie the Cat Learns to Swim, and so can you. So this book is not just a story. It's not just waterproof. It's not just instructional. It brings it all together and is a waterproof, tear-proof, interactive, instructional story that really brings children to being able to learn how to swim. I noticed through my nieces and nephews that they are captivated by stories. So using that thing that draws children in to be able to teach them a skill is something that really spoke to me. It's something that I wanted to work towards. So here are just a couple of images from the book. And so thus far, we've been able to start the LLC and print test copies locally with Flint Prints, actually just next door. So, supporting local with even our printing processes. And we've had a lot of other progress along the way. There's so much to still do, of course, but progress is being made. So we are currently in our phase 1 of financial expenditure, which predominantly deals with production and distribution of the books. Our phase 1 projected financials are pictured here, and this demonstrates that with a $20 sale price, our book would have about a 45% profit margin. Our book and swim lesson costs place us in the middle range for swim instruction materials and hold the potential for up to a $260 net sale per household. So our projection financial-wise is pictured here, and in order to receive a printing price break, we're aiming to shoot for printing off 400 bucks. So assuming that we can sell all of these, including the cost of website and some videography stuff that we want to include, we would still have $2,816 projected for profits in year 1. It is my belief that this book has high potential for being successful. Here are some statistics about the percentage of people who do and do not know how to swim. This blue shows that it is high demand in Michigan. The market for swimming and for children's books is a huge industry. So to wrap all this up, we are aiming to publish this book, support global, and provide safety-driven, fun, educational swim content. Thank you. So, questions?
How long do your lessons normally last?
Yeah, so usually we have people go through a set of about 6 lessons, and they can be anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Something really cool that we're hoping to add really soon is virtual swim lessons as well. So not only are we meeting people where they're at with location options, I've done state parks, I've done people's houses, lots of different things, as well as just the production of the book, but there's also that virtual option coming soon too.
Marketing to new customers?
Yeah, so a lot of the things that I've been looking into include things like co-ops, mom-to-mom sales, just a lot of like local things that way. But then I also have looked into a lot of things like search engine optimization. We have a website that's starting to be built out, and so expanding our social media presence and things along those lines as well.
Hi.
Hi.
You keep referring to we, so I'm wondering, who's we? Did
Yeah.
we write the book? And,
Absolutely.
And how many revisions? Have you already produced one copy? Where does it stand in the whole publishing?
For sure. Okay, so my co-author is actually here right now. Her name is Katie. And so we have made so many copies of this book so far. The process of actually writing it happened like years ago, but we just got to our what we would feel comfortable producing about 4 days ago. I don't know. It was super recently. So that is our most recent print. It's spiral bound, it's waterproof, it actually floats. So there's a lot of things that we're starting to work the kinks out with now that we're in the testing component of it. And the book itself will change the page size and the binding size so that it's a little bit more convenient. Any other questions? Thank you.
Let's give our young swimmer another round of applause. It's awesome, an author as well. Our next presenter this evening is Kawan Blanks. Now, Kawan is a 28-year-old entrepreneur by way of fashion design and owner-operator of Cold Shoulder Clothing for 15 years. Come on up.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kawan Blanks, as she said. I'm the owner of Cold Shoulder. Our mission is merging the worlds of sci-fi and streetwear fashion. The problem we're looking to solve is growing up, I noticed the divide within groups due to their interest in anime, Star Wars, comics, etc. Nerds being unseen as popular due to their lack of fashion sense. The solution is we would look to bridge the gap for what would be their taste in attire, because they're truly not able to express themselves just by fitting in. So we look to create fashionable and trendy clothes geared towards the sci-fi community. Our products and services are graphic design apparel and custom apparel. Here are some people that also believed in us as well coming up. Monte Morris, who's currently in the NBA, and John Connor, who's a musician here from the city. And then we also have services of tailoring and alterations. There's also a few things that I made as well. Our competition would be Direct, Calm, Bedrock, 810, Flint, Bauhaus, Indirect, sci-fi themed, clothing license, and stores such as Walmart, Target, Box Lunch. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that in the mall, and Hot Topic as well. And then we also did some scouting at the Alley Fest of last year and was able to make quite a bit of profit and get some of our custom apparel sold to an individual called himself Chili Willie. Our competitive advantage is we offer one-of-one custom apparel, in-house production of garments, alteration, reconstruction to clothing and accessories, and also original artwork that I create myself. Our target audience is Genesee County customer profile of millennials, Gen Z, which make up of 32.6% within the county of roughly 34,000 citizens here in the city. Marketing opportunities, our niches that we are in the business of creating original graphic design apparel and custom apparel as well. Custom apparel is estimated to grow $1.8 billion within the next 5 years. Everyone knows graphic apparel is big business and essential to our everyday wardrobe, but even our low end of the business being custom apparel is expected to reach nearly, again, $2 billion in half a decade. Marketing growth strategy, our marketing channels, our social media outlets being TikTok, Instagram, and our website, such as below. We offer a subscription-based page where if you go onto the page, you can put in your email and then you'll get like newsletters when our latest drop is and all that good stuff that we keep in a loop with. Our growth strategy, again, is attending vendors at events such as Comic Cons and festivals, having pop-up shops along with running our social media and, again, email campaigns. This is our online store, coldshoulderx.com. This is also our latest drop that we're working on. It's a reinterpretation of Iceman. It's pretty much just showing like how the underdog is always coming out on top and, from endurance, hard efforts, or hard work and dedication. Our revenue model is a shirt costs $17 to make per graphic. That includes the shirt, hang tags, size labels, bottom labels, transfer sheets to press on. The labor is 1 hour to assemble 10 shirts. That includes printing, pressing, design, sewing on sizing and bottom labels, as spoken before, and hang tags as well. We charge $50 for a shirt. With the deduction of marketing being $3,600 a month or 12 months and insurance being $612 months as well, our first year assumptions for revenue is around $7,900 with 200 shirts sold, and then in the second year, $15,800 with 400 shirts sold. If upon winning first place, this would help us create the company or create company products at half the time and cut the cost of our current process tremendously. Thank you for your time and any questions.
Shown us as far as the different products. Can you explain more about your logo?
Well, this logo in particular is based off the Renaissance era of, the Gothic era in Europe. It was just me looking into St. Nicholas and I like medieval times and going to Comic Cons and Renaissance festivals. So yeah, I just used the positive and negative space as far as with the contrast from the black and white. And then I used the red, the green, and the purple to represent royalty, refreshing, or money in a sense. And then red is compassion, so yeah. Thank you.
I just wondered, how do you plan down the road to avoid copycats that might steal your whole sci-fi custom fashion service?
Right. I know nothing is new under the sun, so it's really just my interpretation of everything. And since I make my own designs, it's my intellectual property. So, that's the best I have, so I don't know if that answered your question. Thank you.
How are you currently printing the shirts?
With a Cricut machine and printing, the design out, and I have a heat press as well. Sometimes I've screen print, but those are the two ways. The next step would obviously be getting the direct garment machine. And, with that is the best way to print. If anybody knows anything about clothing, that is top tier, so yeah.
That was an awesome job, Kawan. Be proud to be a nerd. You're a smart nerd, a creative nerd, an artistic, and you'll be the one making lots of money one day. Another round of applause for Kawan. I'd like to introduce you now to Laura Martin. She's a 20-year Genesee County resident and disability rights advocate with a passion for creating engaging and inclusive events for pre-K through 12th grade students in the greater Flint area. Both my parents were educators, so my heart is with you. So come on up here and please welcome her to the stage.
Hi, thank you. So recently I had the experience of planning a wedding, and I was really excited about it, and I've planned events before, but never with a decor rental company. So I was gonna really, really do it up and do something nice. So I called, and the nice woman, who we can refer to her as Karen, told me that for the low price of $4,000, she can decorate my 10 tables with tablecloths and a candle. And I said, ma'am, I thank you so much for this quote, but I feel like I could do it, I could buy everything and keep it for much cheaper than that. And she's like, oh, honey, you've never done this before, have you? And, well, Karen, challenge accepted. So, my name is Laura, and I've been planning events in the Flint area for over 10 years now. From graduation parties, baby showers, birthday parties, commitment ceremonies, weddings, and even community inclusive Halloween events, I've planned it all, and I know firsthand how difficult it is to plan an amazing event with a bare bones budget. I'm here to introduce you to a brand new service coming to the greater Flint area, the Creative Solutions Event Closet. We all want to get as much as we possibly can from our hard-earned money. Unfortunately, when planning events, traditional rental companies make that nearly impossible unless you have access to your rich uncle's checkbook or a high-profile event sponsor with very deep pockets. The Creative Solutions Event Closet helps individuals and small to medium-sized nonprofit organizations who are willing to do the majority of the grunt work rent party items at a fraction of the cost. Let me show you how. Here is an example of a beautiful Pinterest-perfect wedding tablescape. And here are the quoted prices for the items on the table if rented from a Flint area rental service. Trust me, I checked. Unfortunately, the price is not beautiful at $191 per table that seats 8 guests. And here are the prices for the exact same items if purchased brand new so that you can keep them. $127 per table that seats 8 guests. This is where Creative Events is here to save the day and the budget. We offer all-inclusive packages at a fraction of the cost. Our tablescape would cost the event planner only $20 per table of 8. How do we do it? By acquiring gently used decorations, china, and linens via purchase or donation, and then renting them out to clients at an affordable price. Think of our service as crowdsourcing your event rentals. We aim to target budget-conscious individuals and small to medium nonprofits who wish to host beautiful events at a fraction of the normal price. Many rental companies factor in the cost of design, delivery, setup, and teardown into their rentals, greatly inflating the price. Creative Events does not do that, as we target party planners who are not looking for those additional services in the name of affordability. We currently have over $1,500 worth of rental inventory on hand. I know because I purchased it. At our launch, we will offer affordable event rentals in black or white color schemes, as well as optional low-cost creative design assistance, if wanted. Receiving an award from Pitch4k will allow us to acquire new, on-trend additional stock to rent to our clients and expand the types of events we can support. In our launch of Phase 2, we are planning on offering delivery, pickup, and setup for an additional fee if wanted, as well as helping clients find other budget-conscious vendors to utilize for their event. Join me and Creative Solutions as we revolutionize the event decor rental space in the greater Flint area. Through sustainable reuse of previously enjoyed items, we are making special events beautiful, trendy, and affordable, because we all deserve beautiful things. Thank you. Any questions?
So if I got you correctly, you said that your cost per table is $20 versus the competitor of $191. How do you see yourself in the next 5 years being able to sustain operations at that price? Do you foresee any issues? And also, do you see a potential for you to have to raise costs later? That's the main thing. Then I have one more question. Sorry, it's long-winded. Do you foresee at that price point there being any issues with keeping up with your inventory, being that the items are being reused?
Thank you for those questions. So the long-term vision of this endeavor is to sort of have a warehouse showroom of all different kinds of things that people could come and say, like, oh, I need a box of silver candelabra. And they take it, they rent it, like a video store, and then go and use it at their event and then bring it back. So the main costs after acquiring the items, which hopefully we'll be able to source used from other people that have had events. I'm sorry. That sign's really distracting, sorry. Oh gosh. The main cost will be in storing the items. I mean, once we have it out on display, people will come and take it from us. So there's really not, other than the cost of replacing, we should have pretty low overhead. And what was the second question?
So essentially what I'm getting at is, do you see any potential for you to have to raise your costs in the future? And actually, I just thought of another question. So I'll let you do that one first, and then we'll go to the next one.
So the whole purpose is to try to make it as DIY and affordable as possible. So if I were to have to raise my prices too much, I would just say, just go to the competitors, because like this is redundant business. So I do not want to have to raise prices, and if that ends up being the case, then I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But thank you.
Sorry, you guys. Just one more question.
Okay.
Sorry, it's because it's interesting. So
Okay.
So tagging along that question, there's a huge difference between $191 for a table and $20 a table. So it's a question, but at the same time, it's almost as an advice. What are your thoughts on potentially just increasing your price, because there's such a huge margin? Right. Without even being close to the competition? And then on top of that, how do you view your products compared to that competitor, because there's such a huge price difference?
So I'd like to think of it as like going to a Giant Michael's or Joann, et cetera, and having a whole bunch of used stuff that you can just borrow and bring back. I really wouldn't want, ideally we wouldn't have to increase the prices anymore and still be sustainable just by having the space and the showroom for people to come and do their own thing. Because like if you want to make your own event yourself, here's the place to come and get the stuff to do that. It's not, for people that want everything set up and done for them, there's already businesses that will cater to that at a much higher price point. But ideally, the main cost of storage would be the largest overhead, and then by providing such a worthwhile service, hopefully other brides would want to, donate things so to keep costs low for others to pay it forward.
I think I definitely have some boxes in my basement that would be perfect for this. I wanted to ask a little bit about inventory management, because as you do start to grow your inventory, you're really going to have to be able to communicate to customers what you have available, when you have it available, and be really diligent about checking out and returning items. Have you given that any thought? Have you looked at any systems out there, really trying to utilize technology to help you manage that inventory when you do have a physical location?
So right now for my small size of inventory, I've just been using Google Sheets and things like that. I understand eventually I'm probably going to need to upgrade to a database. Ideally, I would stick with what I know and I'm comfortable with and is free as long as I can.
Unlike Daryl, I will keep mine very short. Okay, won't put you in the hot seat any longer. But you've been doing this for 10 years. So in your 10 years, what has been your biggest surprise with any one event?
I mean, tomorrow I'm actually hosting Inclusive Halloween at University of Michigan Flint, and it's an event for families and children with special needs. And when I first started that event, I thought, oh yeah, it'll be great. Some people will come, we'll have some trick-or-treating, and it'll be great. This year we might be on track to hit over 700 attendees. So, and I have people emailing me throughout the year saying this event meant so much that there was a place where I could bring my child and feel accepted and welcomed without judgment. And like planning events like that is deep in my heart, and doing it with quite a low budget is what inspired me to like do something for not just individuals, but like nonprofits struggle to have money to like put on beautiful, impressive events. So I also want to cater to that demographic as well. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, it is that time to find out who the winners are. Okay, first of all, I want all of the participants to stand up when I call your name so we can give you a round of applause. First of all, we had Adiola, the holistic fertility doula. There's a round of applause for her. Erica Walker, sew like a pro fashion designer. Grace Brackney, who is the swim instructor and author. Round of applause. Kawan Blanks, the self-proclaimed nerd. Love it. Awesome. And he's a fashion designer and owner of Cold Shoulder Clothing. Laura Martin, 20-year Genesee County resident who is really trying to transform what we know about decorating. There you are, all of your finalists right here. Congratulations, you all did an awesome job. The judges are now deliberating, and I want to tell the audience the voting instructions. Oh, pardon me? Chanel, wait, you know what, Chanel? Please, Chanel, stand up. Chanel is a self-care enthusiast and of many years. Thank you so much. Chanel, give her another round of applause, please. Thank you so much. Okay, now we're going to go to the judges right now, and they're going to go deliberate. And I'd also like to tell you about voting. Okay, here you go. Use your smartphone. All you can do with your smartphone, you can head to the URL displayed on the screen right there, voteforpitch.com. Once on the website, you'll be asked to order the finalists based on your preference. Just simply drag and place each person in the order that you decide. And if you'd like to pitch the next competition, we'll be on February 22nd, 2024. Submissions are open. So right now, just judge, judge, judge. Remember the presentations and make your choices. We will be right back with you with the winners. Drum roll, please. Are you ready for the winners? Woo, woo. Okay. Okay. One moment. I thought I had them right here, but there might be a little bit of a change. You're all winners, though. I have to say that. You know that, right? Yes, you are all so talented. And if you win, or if you don't win, you just keep pursuing your dreams, always. You good? Okay. People's Choice Award for the evenings, Erica, and you are So Like a Pro. Erica, People's Choice. Woo! Congratulations. Third, this Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we did the checks. Yeah, okay. Is that what I was waiting for? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we have to get a picture with the check. I mean, that's like the most important. Photo op, yeah. No. Does she have the checks? Oh, okay. So sorry, guys. I know you guys want to know the winner. I know, this is so, I know, right? Well, why don't you guys tell us a little bit about what you do? Do you mind standing up? And yes, of course.
Well, again, my name is Kim Thamo. I am the Youth Entrepreneurship Coordinator at Genesee Intermediate School District. So I do the same type of event for my 9th through 12th graders that learn how to become an entrepreneur starting in the fall, and then they pitch their ideas in a couple different competitions throughout the winter, and my finale one is in May. And my top, I think, prize last year was $2,000 for the winner. But they have multiple opportunities not only to pitch their idea out, but they learn a curriculum, they put their business plan together, they can then attend events where they learn how to problem solve and come up with ideas or idea creation type workshops. So that's what I do. I'm an event planner and a program manager, and I get to give out checks all the time too.
Oh,
and give surprises.
so fun.
So I do the same thing, but at the younger levels. So if you want to
Yes.
get involved, I'm always looking for mentors, people with specialties, people that want to be judges like this, or just be available to help young people pursue their dreams.
Well, thank you for what you do. We appreciate you. That's awesome. Yeah. Say your name and then also.
Okay, great. I'm Suzanne Perot. I am the Director of Small Business Services at the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, the MEDC. We are the state of Michigan's economic development arm. We work with large companies, we work with small companies. I primarily am working with early stage and micro businesses, so companies that have 10 or fewer employees, and different technical assistance and access to capital programs. We're working on a couple really big initiatives. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, and sorry if you couldn't hear me. I do feel like I talk pretty loud.
You do. That's perfect.
I also work a little bit on ecosystem building, so making sure that we are investing in places like 100K Ideas so that entrepreneurs and communities across the state have a place to go to get the resources that they need to start up and grow. So thanks for having me. This is my first time at this event. I am a Genesee County resident, and I'm really happy to be here. You all did a really great job. Super proud of the talent that we're seeing tonight and in this community.
That's awesome. Thank you. I'll take that over. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Thorne Irvin II.
Or the person who asks a lot of questions, right? I'm sorry.
So I'm owner of Greenwater Capital Group. It's a real estate investment firm based out of Lansing. I've been investing in real estate for about 9, almost 10 years now. And that's probably why I'm so focused on numbers.
Yeah.
However, I was really inspired when I found out about this competition and 100K Ideas as an organization. I think they do some great work, so I really wanted to get involved and see, what type of, not only what type of ideas are out there, but try to connect with, people like yourselves, because you really are the future of, what we're trying to do in our Michigan economy. So I want to reiterate that you definitely want to reach out to the MEDC. They have some great, programs that are available to you guys, as well as a lot of the other ones around the state of Michigan. So thank you for having me. It was really tough to make a decision, but we hope you guys will be, happy with the results, and we encourage anyone that wasn't able to win tonight to definitely come out to the next one, because there was a lot of great ideas. There can only be a few winners, but I think a lot of you have a great, potential to do some great things in the community.
And don't leave here without getting contact information, because they're all great resources, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Okay. Okay, the winners, well, I'm going to start back with the People's Choice Award. Erica. Come on up, Erica Walker. Sewed like a pro. Excellent. Third place, Adiola. Come on down. Third place, congratulations. I'm going to get off to the side. You stand next to the winners there. Okay, second place, we have Grace with Swim with Callie. Woo-hoo! Okay, this is going to be fun for our first place winner. Well, she's already got here. Erica, your first place winner. Woo! Congratulations. And congratulations to all of the winners up here. Please take a bow, round of applause to all of you. I cannot wait. Woo! I cannot wait to see your ideas come to fruition and also come on my show to show the world what you're doing. So we can't leave until we say thank you to everyone who made this event possible. CS Mott Foundation, People's Choice Award sponsor MEDC, for Technology and Media Support 360 Interactive, University of Michigan Office of Research and Economic Development, 100K Ideas, judges, Lathorne, Irving II, Kimberly, and we also have Suzanne. Thank you so much. Selection Committee, Tracy, Pranita, and Daniel. We also have mentors, Jordan, Nikki, Faith, Latasha, Miracle, Jonathan, and Caleb. What a fun night. Thank you so much for coming. Congratulations to the winners. Awesome.